Hey everybody, it's Linda from the Crafting Depot, and tonight, or today rather, I'd like to show you what is pretty much done with the journal for my friend. So there's only two more things that I'm going to add to it, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's the cover. This is a kettle stitch, and it has 9 signatures, and each signature has 3 pages. It's not for sale, it's for a friend. So I did some stenciling in here, and I used the distress inks to distress most of the pages. There's a few pages in here that are still undistressed. So I'll just move along stenciling, and here's a watercolor pocket that I made, and she can put her own ephemera in there of whatever she's collecting. And so then we have more stenciling, and here is a pocket with a tag that I made out of some book pages, and then I did some watercoloring over it, and that goes in there. Here is a doodle that we did, and then some stenciling, and I just distressed with multicolors. Here is a doodle and distressed the pages with different colors. Here is a watercolor pocket that I made with a tag that she can write on, and that goes in there. And then I just distressed it with yellow ink and some green stencils. Okay, more distressing, and it's multicolored. I guess it went with this doodle that I did, and painted around it with watercolor. And I used watercolor pencils on the inside of the doodle. And then here is distress ink and some stenciling. And then here is another part of the book, not the book, the masterboard that I made with book pages. And then I just did some doodling, water painting on top, and I sewed them. And she's got a little tag to put in here. So it's a compilation of different things. This is just stenciling and distress ink. Here is another watercolor page that I made, and then I cut it up into different things throughout the book, so you'll see as we go along. And so there's a pocket here and a tag, and then some doodling, and it says inspire on the top. And then moving along, more stencils and some distress ink. Here is another piece of that big masterboard that I did in watercolor, and I slipped a little tag inside. And then here is a doodle of a tree, some watercolor and watercolor color, really truly easy butterflies. I'll do a video on that. That's super easy. And this book is just, you know, it's whimsical. Okay, so here's more of the masterboard that I made with you all, and then I sewed these tags, and the pocket goes in there like that. And then moving along, more of that other, I was making what I think I made. I should show you if I still have it. Let me get it. So what I did here was I broke the page down into 6 pieces, and I drew something different on each one, and that's how I came up with this. So here's a pocket and a tag from what I painted, and then here is something that I painted, and I turned this is a side tuck, so she can stick something in there like that. And then I'm going to sneeze. Oh, pardon me, I had to turn that on pause, because when I sneeze it sounds like a child, and that's kind of embarrassing. But anyway, moving along. So here's another part of the masterboard, and a pocket and a tag. And on this side is a side tuck, so she can stick things in here, memorabilia. And then, why did I have this in here? I don't know. Okay. Oh, was I thinking about putting something here? I think so. Okay, let me go back. I'm losing my train of thought. So here's a doodle and some more distress inks. And here is a, I took 2 pages and I laid down some coffee dyed paper, and then I ripped up some pictures of birds, and I just used Mod Podge, and I placed it all around. And then there's stickers, not stickers, stamps, and a little cutout of a dragonfly that's sitting right there. And what I was thinking about doing, and I should have done before I showed it to you, was I think I'm just going to go around it with some gold ink before I give, not ink, watercolor before I give it to her. Okay, then moving along is a tag, a pocket rather. So she'll be able to put something in here. Look at that, I got a hair sticking out. Okay, she'll be able to stick something in there if she chooses. And then plenty of writing space in this journal. Another tag and pocket. And here is a pocket. This is a watercolor I did, and then I just put a stamp of a butterfly there. And then some stenciling and some distress ink and another tag and pocket. And here on the other side is another piece of that master board, and it's a side tuck and a flower. These are, so what you can do with these is you can stick their little pockets. They're cut out hearts, and then I painted over them, and I did some doodling, and then I glued them down to the paper, and I turned it into like a heart plant. And then here's a butterfly and some doodling that I did. And then here is what I call another, I guess it's a decoupaged page. I called it a master board, but it's really a decoupaged page. And I cut out just, it's really silly, peanut butter sandwich, a recipe from an old vintage book. This is something that I watercolored real easy. And then I got this saying from a book, if you can't see what you're looking for, see what's there. And it's the two owls. I think that's really cute. I love them. And moving along, I put some gold paint on there. And then these are some side tucks that I made. And I have a video of it in my, all this stuff is on video. These are side tucks that I made from a master board. And then I painted them. And they look nice in there. Here is a stenciled page and just some doodling, and I used watercolor pencils on this. And then here is another part of the board, the page that I painted and turned into pockets and tucks. And then moving along, where was I gonna? Oh, I see back there. Okay, so I put a stamp, not a stamp, what the heck are they? You know what I'm talking about, and I just adhered it there. Here is another pocket and tuck. This is a different master board, I think, that I did. And I just laid old vintage book pages down, 3 layers, and then I, put it back, I sewed it. Oh, this was on top of scrapbook paper that I didn't want to use anymore. That's what it was. It's the back of the board. And then I just covered it with layers of book pages, and then I painted over it. And I used a Posca pen. Here is a watercolor technique that I did where I put little round circles, and then I sprayed it so that it would purposely spread the paint. And then here's some whimsical flowers on top and pen around it. And then here is a belly band from the master board, and I cut out the belly band. This is a watercolor painting that I did, and it's a pocket, if she wants it to be. This is a side tuck from a jelly print that I did, and here's another pocket and a stamp. It's not a stamp. I can't think of what it is right now. I'm losing my mind. All right, so here is a watercolor picture that I did. And here I want to place, okay, so this is a watercolor of hearts that I turned into like a plant. So what I want to do right now is just fussy cut it out. So when you're fussy cutting something, you want to turn the paper. And many of you probably know this, and I apologize if I'm repeating something that you already know. But, just in case there's somebody out there that doesn't know, from what I'm understanding, it's much easier. And from my practice doing this, it is much easier to just turn the paper and cut around it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you the rest of the book. And it's funny because I showed this to another friend of mine who does my taxes. You know, we were sitting in the Crafting Depot room, and I showed her this book, and she's like, oh my God, I want one. So I'm going to be making her one. That will be next. And looking forward to it. This is a lot of fun. It's taking up a lot of time for me that is really productive, and I'm enjoying myself. Okay, here we go. Around the corner to the end, and turn it around. And you know what? I think you've seen enough of me cutting. Let me finish this and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, so I cut it out, and now I'm just going to put down some of the Fabrifix glue by Beacon, which I like. And I learned about this from Pam. All right. Okay, let's put that back there. And there we go. And we're just going to glue that down and wipe my fingers off. And that's just a nice little embellishment for that page. Okay, so now moving along, this is a side tuck. So I put a little bit more distress ink on these two areas so she could see that it's a side tuck. And then I put these butterflies up and down each page. I didn't distress this, and I didn't distress this page, but this is some doodling. And then moving along, this is a watercolor painting that I turned into a side tuck. And here is a doodle, another side tuck. Well, this is a corner tuck, and this is a side tuck. Okay, and then moving along, I got this stuff on my hand. It's weird. Sorry about that. It just feels so weird. Okay. Here is part of the masterboard, and I put a little tag in there. And just for, you know, some interest, I put down a page of the recipe book, the vintage recipe book. I put that on here. And then moving along, this is a side tuck from the masterboard. And just a little doodle. Here is a pocket and a tag, and this is a doodle, and here's some glue. Get that off. Okay, so here is another one that I was going to put here. I wasn't sure whether to put it here. Well, where else was I thinking? There? It was another place. Anyway, I think I'm gonna put it here. So I'm going to fussy cut this one out, and I'll be right back. So this one, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to come really close to cutting everything out. I think I'm going to leave part of the blue around it, the blue watercolor. I want to see how that looks. Just another idea. And we'll go in here like this, and around like that. Okay. And let's see. I think I'm going to just leave it like that. And then, you know what? I think I'm going to distress it. I'm going to use the Savage Patina, and let's see how that looks, because there's some blue in here. Let's get that. Let's see. And we'll just go around. And I didn't fussy cut like really close. We'll see how that looks. If it really makes a difference because it already is blue. I'm just going around. Fussy, not fussy, distressing. Let's see how this looks. I don't know, maybe I should just fussy cut it. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think that looks different. Okay, let's do it. Let's put it down. And I thought it would go good with this page because there's some blue in that rainbow kind of doodle that I did. So let's get rid of that. And we'll spread this a little bit out. And there we go. Okay. And I like it. I like it very much. Okay, so what I will do, and what I did in this book that was a mistake, was after I distressed, I would turn the page, and what would happen is the ink from the previous page that I distressed went on to the second page. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting a tissue there just to let it dry. Okay, so this page was a doodle, and then I just wrote "Love is the answer," and I just kept writing it all along the side of this doodle. And then here we go, some more watercolor painting and words and stencils, and I outlined it with pen. And here is another, the last part, I believe, of the last board that I just did recently. I think I did like 2 boards with paper from a book. A vintage book. So this is a pocket which I made in replica of this page, and then I made a pocket to go with it on the other side. And then here is another part, the last part I believe of the board that I made, and then just some, you know, I put some book page down to just embellish, and some stenciling. And then here was a collage, and just different things. A pretty girl that reminds me of her, some watercolor painting, and book pages and stuff like that. This was a jelly print, and then I just went over it with some gold watercolor. I like the way that came out. And us represents the 2 of them. And then here is a side tuck and some more book page, and this is a doodle that we did online. Everything was done online. And then here is it's all, you know, whimsical watercolor doodle, book pages, pockets, tags, and just meant to be playful, whimsical, and fun. And that's the end of the book, and I think she will like it. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. You know, what did you like best about it? I mean, I love the watercolor personally. That's my favorite. The tags are nice, but I'm really into the watercolor now. I love the colors. It's just whimsical and fun. One of my favorite things in here that I did, where is it? I did it. Okay, I'm getting carried away here. Here I go again on a rampage. Where is it? My favorite thing are those tucks. I think and I turned them into a tree. I think that's one of my, it's a very simple little tab. Here, this. I love this. These were cutouts from punches that I watercolored, and then I put some stickles around it and just painted a tree branch. How cute is that? All right, I hope you have fun. If you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to be notified, you have to hit the ring, you know, hit the bell. And with that, thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.